The reason why you can't manifest anything important in your life is because you're so addicted to instant gratification and you have a short attention span. Who said that? Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Elle and I am a spiritual creative. And today I want to talk about manifestation and why it doesn't work for some people, but for others, they thrive off of it. And it's probably has something to do with the fact that you're addicted to instant gratification. You're so used to time and things happening at rapid speed for you when it comes to social media. You can easily be entertained in just 10 seconds or less. And if it's not entertaining you within a split second, you swipe on to the next thing that's going to satisfy your dopamine. When it comes to manifestation, time should be irrelevant because there are seasons, there is rhythm to everything in life. When you plant a seed, you don't expect it to grow the next day. You give it time, you give it water, you give it love, you nurture it, and then you start to see that seed form. But before it even forms, it roots first. And I feel like that's the most important part that we miss in our manifestation. We think that if I just think it right now and believe it, that it should just show up in my reality, and you're looking around and then you push off manifestation as being some fake mumbo jumbo because it didn't work for you. But that's because you were looking in the wrong place. When it comes to manifestation, the entire point is to believe as if you already have your desired result. Move as your desired self. So if you're looking in your reality for validation, you already don't believe. I'm sure we've all heard the analogy of purchasing something offline. When you purchase something offline, you're not constantly checking to see if it's been delivered on your front porch as soon as you purchase it. You know that you own it and you know eventually it'll come to you. The same is true for manifestation. You already have it. The seed is planted in your head first. And when you truly believe and you water that seed, you nurture it, you give it all the necessities that it needs to blossom, then it will blossom in your reality. It has no other choice. Going back to the plant analogy, because I love plants, as you can see, I have been obsessed with plants since I started my lock journey. I wanted something that gave me patience so I could grow with it. And I started a vegetable garden that failed the first year, and I took a break and I was like, I'm going to do it again. And then I added plants, indoor plants to that. And now I just understand everything on a different level, because when we nurture these things like plants and vegetables, we don't obsess over when's it gonna grow, when will I be able to pluck from it. We just know that we have to give it what it needs and just leave everything else up to when it's ready and when it's time, because there are different cycles for different plants and different vegetables. Some grow quicker than others. Some stay dormant for a long time and start sprouting. Some grow in complete darkness in your compost bins. So when you understand the process of growing something from a seed, then you can start to realize why manifestation is internal. When you manifest, when people say instant manifestation, they're not talking about instantly seeing it in their reality. Instant manifestation is instantly believing in your head that it is true and going off of it. You can call it delusion, whatever you like, but this is the truth, and your reality is just the mirror. So when you believe it to be true, what you're doing is you're planting that seed, and the roots are taking root within you. And the roots are basically you changing your vibration. You're changing your frequency to vibrate on the frequency of your desired self. When your subconscious believes whatever it is to be true, you start to switch your vibration. And when that vibration is so consistent and it overpowers your previous programming, is when it starts to show up in your reality. So if you're constantly searching in your reality for proof of your manifestation and that it works, maybe there are multiple things at play. One, you're obsessed with instant gratification, or two, you're kind of like, what's the word? I don't want to say it, but you're kind of obsessed. You're kind of desperate for whatever you want, and desperate never works. Think about desperate when it comes to a relationship. If somebody is so desperate to be in a relationship with someone else, it kind of like turns them off. And that's true when you are desperate for manifestations, because then you're not manifesting, you're just desperate, you're wanting, and you become so like embodied in this desperation that the reality is going to keep you in that desperation, because that's clearly what you want. You're vibrating on the frequency of being desperate. So to keep you at that frequency, reality is like, oh, okay, well, they like being desperate, so they'll never get this. So that way they can stay in that desperate vibration. And that is why a lot of people, a lot of coaches, a lot of practitioners who are teaching people about manifestation, they always try to teach them to start off small. Start off with something that you are neutral about and you're not desperate for. Something like seeing a certain kind of car randomly as you're driving to work or coming back from work or going to run groceries, not putting any time limit on when you'll see this car, but just having an image of a car. And then you start to see it play out in your reality because you're not desperate for this car. You think of it, you envision that you're going to see it, and then you drop it because it's easy to drop that because it's not ownership. It's just something that you know you will see. And you probably end up seeing that car immediately within a day or a few days because you're not desperate for this thing. You change your vibration, your subconscious, to believe that you will see this, and you dropped it from your mind, and it showed up in your reality with ease. So when you start to do things that are like a little more desperate, like you really, really need money to pay off a certain bill, but you need it instantly, that may not come as easy to you. Not saying it can't come to you, but if your mindset is so focused on needing that money, you will stay needing that money. But once you embody that feeling of knowing you have that money, your bills are paid, you're good, then it will show up in your reality. We have to stop putting time limits on things when nature and rhythm and seasons are all at play. Time is irrelevant because the whole point of manifestation is moving in the vibration as if you already have it. So for me, some of the things that I have manifested into my reality, I first manifested within my head. Things like clear skin. I was breaking out when I was using my routine to wash my face that once worked, but all of a sudden it just stopped. So I just quit all products and just went cold turkey, but that did nothing for me. And the breakouts continued and got worse. So eventually I was like, you know what? To prove that I can do this, my face is clear, and I'm going to only use water. I'm going to speak to my water and ask it to heal me. And I know my face is clear, and my face, it glows, and my face is smooth, etc. I would say these affirmations as I'm cleansing my face, speaking to my water and feeling it. I would stop looking at the mirror because that only just put me back into the mindset of knowing that I don't have clear skin. So I avoided mirrors at all costs during this time. And slowly and surely, my face started to clear up with time. It is not the clearest in the world or the clearest that it could be, but from where I started to where I am now was all through manifestation. The same is true for when I decided to do prosperity work. I decided to speak affirmations to myself in the morning to say how abundant I am, how money, it comes to me with ease, and that I'm a money magnet and money loves me and I get it from all different sources. And slowly but surely, I started to see it in my reality. I randomly got a $500 deposit into my bank account out of nowhere. I got a raise right around the time that I started these affirmations, and I got my very first Etsy sale. The same is true for when I started to manifest me being confident and beautiful. Although I never struggled with beauty, I did struggle with confidence. And this did a complete 180 in my character and development. And I feel way more confident to sit up here and speak to you guys about it now. So some of the things that you can do to kind of get out of that mindset of just wanting things instantly is to go back in nature. Turn off your phones. I'm not saying get rid of your phones and never get on social media, because I too scroll on TikTok occasionally. But if you're so addicted to your phones, then how can you ever manifest when you're just so obsessed with being instantly satisfied through a swipe? You have to practice your patience. Pick up a book, read it. Go garden and grow a plant or a vegetable from seed, or go buy a plant and just nurture it every single day. Do things that align you to being patient and abundant and knowing, because when you start stepping away from society's expectations of getting things now, right now. When I order something, I want it today. Or when I get bored, I need to pick up my phone. And start to slow your mind down and be present in the moment. And that's when you'll start to unlock the ability to manifest the things that you want in your life. To reiterate, I have my flower here, my mic flower, and I just wanted to emphasize the importance that your mind is the seed. What blossoms is the reality. So you need to be watering this, not looking out here for validation. This what needs to be watered. If you're constantly still doubting yourself, then you still need to work on that. Sit with those thoughts of doubt and let them come and fester up. Let them be without any judgment. Because if you are trying to manifest something that is something you don't really, what's the word? Like you kind of doubt, or you think it's just so far out of reach, you don't realize that you are everything and you have everything, then you're going to have thoughts that pop up in your head that say you can't do that, you can never get that amount of money, or you can never start your business. They're going to pop up. But that is that shadow work to help you get through that and to transmute that energy to going back to knowing that you can have that, because you do have it, because you have everything. You have everything you need right here. And whatever you want, you can have. All you have to do is claim it as yours, be grateful for it, and move in that vibration. Take aligned action in everything that you do. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really hope it resonated with you, and I hope it kind of opened your mind up to your manifestation journey and some of the struggles you may have been having. Just get out of your head. Like, I know we need our head, but kind of get out of it when it comes to being desperate for things. And if you just can't do that, if you're struggling with that, start off small with your manifestation so you can build up that self-trust. Start off with saying you're going to see a certain small number. Angel numbers are real, but you can pick your angel number because it's all about mentalness. My favorite number is 9. So I said that I want to see 333, which equals to 9, or 999 everywhere that I go. And I literally see it ever since I claimed that as my angel number. So you can pick a number if that's easy for you. Pick a car and start to build that trust within yourself, that trust of knowing that you did that. And every time you see that number, every time you see that car, you claim that, and you know that that was you who did it, because that's how you build your trust up. And then you can move on to, bigger things. Maybe it's you want a certain outfit certain outfit look, or you want someone to pay a meal for you or hold the door open for you, something, and just build yourself up that way, to build your trust up, so that way you can stop doubting yourself and doubting your power and looking at the wrong place where the power is not. This is the power, okay? This is the power. But anyways, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, leave comments down below, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.